All right, so if you haven't guessed it, yeah, today. So yeah, you guessed it, but we're bundling firewood. That's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna show you a couple of different ways on how I bundle firewood, and maybe one of those can help you out. So first off, I don't like to bundle huge chunks of firewood. I split these down, okay? And I make smaller pieces of firewood, like this. It just makes it easier. So one way, which is a really easy way, is not some contraption like this. We're gonna put that aside for a second. It's just a simple bucket. The bucket works really, really well. If you just take your wood, split that thing in there, the bucket is where I started. I like the bucket. The bucket's a good sizer. It gives me the right size every time. And I'll show you what I mean by that later on. And I pack that other one in there. Then I take this and flop it on the ground like that. And honestly, at this point, any kind of string will work. But I have this orange hay string. This is what I use. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to wrap it around the bucket and give myself about that much loop, right? And just cut it off. It's pretty simple. It's like arm's length. Then you're going to reach up, flip the log back over, just make a tie. Bucket's off. Perfect bundle. It's good to go. Right out to the fire pit, or right out to the firewood stand. Somebody's going to buy this. They just did, right now. That's actually why I'm doing this video. So, that's one way. Alright, so the shadows are probably fighting me a little bit, but I'm going to do the best I can here. We saw how that one worked. I got to be on the ground for the bucket. It's cool. It works. It's just not as efficient as I like it to be. So, second step. Bucket. Saran wrap. It's like not saran wrap, but you could use saran wrap. But you could buy some as a roll. The roll actually kind of gets in my way for this situation. You'll see what I mean in a minute. So then, I take this and I load it up with wood. And I know out of experience how much wood to put on it, but this is the reason I like the bucket, is because the bucket tells me every time. This, I'm not exactly sure. That's probably about right. Maybe I need one more log, because it likes to settle. Now, what I do is I take this, and I run it around, and around, and around, and around again. Then I give it a little lift twist, and I keep going. So we have multiple stands, not just the one here at the house, but we have them at gas stations and a couple of our local markets. And when we sell firewood there, we put our phone number and like a little business card type advertisement on them. And that's where I'd place that right here. I'd place that there and then saran wrap it in. Just like that, okay? Now, that one is a good firewood bundle. Now the thing I don't like about this is there's no handle. It's not really easily pick-upable. And I've been testing a few different things. You probably can't see me very well. So I've been testing a few different things, and here's what I've come up with. You can take a string and tie it under here. Once, right? Boom. You got yourself a little handle, okay? Just like the first one. Or you get a little more nifty. Leave that one on there. Wrap a second one over here. Tie it on. down with a little slip knot. Okay. I'm going to cut off this extra bit. Wow, that blade needs to be changed. Okay, so then I'm going to take this extra bit and just kind of bind it through here. See, through the other one? Like this. Let me give you a closer view. So I have that first one that I tied, and then essentially I'm just going to take another one and tie it through here. This one doesn't look very pretty, but I'm going to tie it over here and back over to here. Well, first we're just going to loop it here first. Tie it around here. And there you go. And that works as a nice handy dandy handle for sure. Easy, compact. And now we're going to go for way number 3. And this is a new way for me. I'm actually trying different things out all the time, and I'm trying to figure out new handles and new designs to make a more efficient product. So tell me what you think in the comments. I'd like to know about what I have already and what you have seen or what you think will work really well. This is the next design. Take a block like this with a hole in it, right? And you have to make sure your pieces are 16 inches long. It's really important. But fill them right in here. I always like to make sure that the wood is faced outward if you have any bark. Puzzle piece them in there, whatever you got. Might need to whack a couple. Looks like that's good. Now, I need to jack this up a little higher for this. There, that's good. Can you see that? We're a little off balance, so I'm going to still try. Now my goal here is efficiency. And I don't know if this is going to be faster or slower once I actually get a rhythm down. But this seems to be working fairly well. I think it's going to look nice. It seems to be a nice square. Am I going to get back out of here? I don't know. I'm trying to tighten these down to see. I know I'm going to scuff it up a little bit. Let's see how that came out. But I'm not done. See, I need to make it a little bit looser. That's certainly not efficient. But if I leave a little more room in there, that's pretty nice. Let's see how that goes. But I'm not done with this, okay? What I was thinking now, that's what I got this for. Maybe you're asking yourself that. What the heck's you got that for? So I found some of this extra stuff laying around, and I wanted to see if I couldn't, wrong way. Whoops. It seems it's going to tear pretty easily. Yeah, that's not going to work. What else could I do? There's a handy dandy film cutter on this thing that I'm not using for some reason. Watch out. How about this? Do you think this is going to work better? This is taking a long time now. That worked, but we're not going to do that every time. All right, after 1,000 staples, it worked. I didn't try with one. Let's try it again. Get that there. Put that up there a little more level. We got to leave it looser this time. Loose. Loose. Leave it loose. Loose as a goose. Don't overpack it, right? That looks pretty good. That's not bad, huh? Right, okay, let's see what happens. All right, so that's that. That's 3 different ways. We strapped them up. We wrapped them up. What do you guys think? That's them right there. Which one looks the best? Are we gonna go with this end one? I really, honestly, I think I'm favoring that one. This one's a little loose, but it's the same thing. And this one was cool. It took less time, and you don't have the staples in there. But I think if I get more efficient with this situation, it'll be better. And this is good. This is good. There's nothing wrong with this. This will work. But this is much better. Much better. And this, I think, is way better. Way more efficient. I was actually thinking maybe like a some kind of strap. Like an old, I'll have to buy some sort of strap material. But like a strap to tighten down your trucks, right? I'm sure I have an old piece of that I can put down, or an old piece of fabric of some sort that I can just buy in a roll or something like that, cheap enough, and boom, boom. If one of you DIYers, fabric people, wood people have an answer for this, let me know, because making a handle more efficient is definitely what I need. So help me out. Other than that, be around for our next firewood video, DIY video, whichever one it ends up being, whichever channel you're on. But for right now, I like this. I think the way it looks at the end of the day for the customer satisfies me. We can't make them too tight. We got to remember that. Jostle some logs in there. Some will. That's the big problem here that I'm noticing is some will be larger and some will be smaller, and I'm really gonna have to pick for which logs I get, but it wasn't that hard. You saw me do that there. And then getting this a little bit higher, I think would be more efficient, for sure. But other than that, I think the professionalism that it does in the long run, especially at the gas stations and the convenience stores, it looks way better. It's way easy to handle for the customer. Throwing a couple of these in their back of their truck, having a kid going over and grabbing them for the camper, campsite. Most people aren't going to grab these bundles for home heating, but sometimes they do. We charge a premium price at the gas stations. Well, I guess we don't really charge the price. We give a reduced price, the wholesale price to them, and they then resell it at an increased price, which surprisingly people buy. I'm really surprised. Maybe somebody tells me it's the convenience, right? That's why it's called a convenience store. And they buy it because it's there. It's right in front of them, and they don't have to go chase me down at the top of the mountain to get a good deal. But for some people, it's worth it. because I sell a lot of bundles, especially right here at my firewood stand. I just sold the last 6 that were out here from this morning, so I need to go fill it back up with all these ones, and I'm probably going to cut a couple of these apart because I don't want all these different kinds of firewood bundles out there right now. So let's see if we can find an efficient way to do this. We're going to go there, and we're going to go over. I want to use as small amount of staples as possible without busting my hand. 1, oh, I missed. 1, 2. Make a doozy. 1, 2. Cut that string off. Looks like that thing broke. It's not safe anymore. And what I noticed is this string wants to pull out of there. I don't like that. I'll have to put a knot in every one. I don't know how efficient that is. I'm just going to nail a couple more staples in there for now. On that one, good to go.